Hi guys, it's your girl Mel and I am here with my everyday makeup drawer. I usually like to do these videos with me showing you what I picked out, explaining why I picked the products I picked, and then at the end showing you what my everyday makeup look will be for that particular month. But unfortunately I'm still testing positive for the C word. And so you know, to be, you know, better safe than sorry, I don't want to put, you know, products, you know, especially like lip products, eye products on my face and infect them if that's even possible. But again, better safe than sorry. But you know, you gotta roll with the punches. Let me know what products that you see in this video that you are currently using. What are you using for spring and summer? So first up, we have primers here. I went with my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer and my Milk primer. I want to give this a bit more love. I don't think this is as mattifying as my MAC Matte Shine primer, but who knows, maybe that's because of the foundations that I'm using with it, maybe not. And I also am gravitating towards this eyeshadow primer more than my usual Smashbox primer that I love, and I think it's because of the wand. For brows, since I am on a bit of a brow journey, learning how to use them more, I am going with my Refi products. This brow pencil is just really dark, so I have to be careful with it. And I do really like the Refi brow gel, and I can also use this eyebrow gel alone when my eyebrows are done, so that is very helpful, especially for everyday makeup. I also want to use my ABH Dip Brow Pomade in dark brown, but I do really love this. I just need to, you know, make the time to use it. Sometimes I'm just always in a rush, but it's a really great product, and I've repurchased this over and over again too, so I would definitely recommend this to anyone who hasn't used it before. Eyeliners. I cannot get off of the Victoria Beckham eyeliner train. It is absolutely insane. I love these. For someone who doesn't wear makeup every single day, I definitely go through this a lot. I'm going to be brave too, and this month I am going to use Surfside. Also want to use the Victoria Beckham Eyewear eyeshadow stick in caramel. This shadow stick is absolutely insane. You put it on and I guarantee you in 5 seconds flat, it's already set. I do want to test this out against the Laura Mercier caviar sticks as well as the new NARS shadow stick, so I'm waiting for that in the mail. Another Victoria Beckham eye product. This is the Lid Luster in Tea Rose. Super glittery. I'm not going to swatch this because it will get everywhere, but I want to give this another chance because it really is a very beautiful color, and I think perfect for spring. It doesn't pull this dark when you swatch it or put it on. I think it would be really great for like some daytime, like brunch looks too. Eyeliners, going with the Danessa Myricks Eye Work eyeliner in Onyx. Look at that. Wild. And of course, Old Faithful MAC Black Track. Look at that. Oof. If I pick up too much on my brush, then I will like kind of smudge it on the inside of the cap. And then of course, mascaras. So I do have the Dior Primer Mascara. I have my new Givenchy mascara. And I have my YSL mascara. This one's old and I really probably should not be using it, but I don't have this formula. I got the waterproof version during the Sephora sale, and I can't use waterproof mascara. I'm not even sure if I can use primer. I have to like message my brow lady and ask her, but I can't use waterproof. So, and I don't want to buy another one because I have one. So we'll figure it out one way or another. And then of course I am going to be using my MAC Giga Lash for my bottom lashes. Of course, handy dandy Shiseido eyelash curler. I have here my two Huda color correctors. I have Lychee and Papaya. Lychee, of course, pulls more pink, whereas Papaya is a lighter orange shade. It just depends on what face makeup I'm wearing. If I'm wearing maybe a tinted moisturizer or a thinner consistency foundation, then I'll likely use Lychee. If I'm using like a full coverage foundation like the MAC Studio Fix or the Makeup Forever HD, let's say, Papaya works best. And concealers. So I have not really used my Tom Ford concealer. I have this in the shade 6W Spice, and it's a good concealer. This is why we have to make these everyday makeup drawers, so that I see things and I'm like, oh wait, let's give this like time, you know, and dedication. But look how creamy that, like, even in the camera I can see that it's a nice moisturizing, beautiful for an everyday makeup look. If I'm not doing anything fancy, blends right in. And again, for being a stick concealer, not drying at all. Two other concealers that I use and love. We have the Givenchy Prism Libre concealer. This is in the shade N390. There's just no reason why I shouldn't be using this. There's no big explanation for that. And then of course, Hourglass 9.5 Teak, I already know. Yep, this is my heavy hitter. So it's almost like having like light, medium, and full coverage concealers, depending on what look I'm going for and what the day calls. This might seem extreme, but it's not. Not in my eyes, at least I don't think so. So we have here two skin tints. I have the Supergoop Protect Tint, and I am in the shade 46N. And then of course the Ami Colé Skin Enhancing Tint in Deep 2. So these are going to be my running around everyday park play date go-tos. Of course, these are like, just looking at my current foundation collection, I have 9 in total, so here are 4. These work in my shade right now. Some of the others that are in my collection are a bit darker, so I wouldn't be able to use them right now, but they also happen to be some of my favorites. So the Laura Mercier Flawless Foundation, of course the original Makeup Forever HD Foundation, apologies, 52N Cardamom, 4N62 in the Makeup Forever, and then of course NC50 in the MAC Studio Fix Foundation. And I also have Medium Deep 26 in the Pat McGrath. These two here are the lightest in the bunch, and then you kind of go medium and then full coverage situation. Powders for this month. I had to give my Givenchy powder a break, but I still had to have my Huda Beauty Peach Pie powder, you know, this month. I really love this powder. I use it a ton. This might actually be Holy Grail. Very, very, very light, thin, yet filter-like, you know, powder. I absolutely love it. I don't know what the difference is between this version of the Makeup Forever HD setting powder and the newest one. I have to look it up and I'll put it on the screen if I find out what exactly is so different about the new one, but most likely it's talc free. The new version is probably talc free, but I like this setting powder. I use it and did use it quite a bit in the last year since having it, but I'm also going to reintroduce it to my routine this month, and of course with the puff. And then 2 face powders. I don't know if I'm going to keep this one in the drawer this month because I used it all winter long. I love it. This is Ethereal Light by Hourglass. A beautiful, beautiful light powder. My hands are clean. I actually just washed my hands. I'm over here talking about being sanitary and I'm putting my hands in my powder, but just disappears and gives the skin a nice glow. Do you see that? Holy Grail powder. So here is my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in dark, and as you can see, it is well loved. It doesn't even have the bump anymore, hump, whatever you want to call it. Again, just sort of reintroducing this powder to my routine again. And since it is hot, I might not always want, you know, a full-on foundation situation on my face. So I am going to really make a conscious effort to start using powder foundation. I don't find powder foundation to be super heavy. The only disclaimer I would say is with this Makeup Forever powder, it is extremely mattifying, so just be careful putting a mattifying powder, a mattifying primer underneath this one. This baby means business when it comes to a matte look. The MAC Studio Fix, this is an NC47. This one's not so bad. This is a nice sort of natural finish, so to speak. I don't think it's terribly matte like the Makeup Forever, so I probably will gravitate towards this one because I gotta figure out a good primer with the Makeup Forever powder. And this is of course NC47, as I said, and 4N67. I am going to be very honest with you, this is a little psychotic. You know, I have my highlighters, my blushes and bronzers. It's a lot. I am also going to put on the screen right now sort of my inspiration for the look I'm going for throughout spring and summer. Definitely more bronzy, glowy goddess. I just want to look as tan and bronzed as possible without any help from the sun, because I mentioned it a million times, I'm working on my hyperpigmentation, so I will not be sunbathing. I will be, you know, hiding under hats and things of that nature during the summer, so we have to get creative and do it ourselves. And I went on Pinterest and I found some amazing photos of like Kelly Rowland, Lala, Yara Shahidi, Lori Harvey. I absolutely love, oh, Savannah James. Oh my god, love her makeup. I just love that very understated, neutral bronze look. And by hook or by crook, I'm going to master it by the end of summer. Okay, so first up, just got this Givenchy blush, and this is in the shade 5, Popeline Violine. I'm assuming a beautiful red tone, pinky blush, depending on how you want to use the 4 shades. Definitely more for those like special nights out. I don't think I would wear this during the day. It is a bit intense, not in a bad way, but you definitely have to be careful. You can't use a heavy hand with this particular blush. I'm not sure that there will ever come a time when my NARS blushes won't be in an everyday makeup drawer. I just can't imagine that. First up, we have Outlaw. Very pretty sangria, glowy type color. Next, we have Taos. More of your peachy, glowy, one of my favorites from NARS. And then Sauvage. Look at that. Like, this is what I mean when I talk about what I want my makeup to look like all spring, summer. This is it right here. That beautiful bronze goddess glow. Absolutely gorgeous. Outside of just being bronzy, it's very like coppery, and you'll see why I picked some of the other things that I picked as well. We need to use our Rare Beauty blushes. I haven't gotten to them yet. So here's Truth, beautiful mauve color. Here's Love. You won't see She's So LA here because She's So LA is going in my everyday makeup bag. But instead you have here, oh, She's Different. Gotta test out our Rare Beauty highlighters, Reveal and Reflect. These are beautiful highlighters, but I will say I think the next two are really going to help me achieve the look that I'm going for. Here's Cheeky Bronze by MAC. That's really nice. Cheeky Bronze. Here's Glow With It by MAC as well. It's, I believe, an Extra Dimension skin finish. Yeah, Extra Dimension. So here, see what I mean? Just very understated. That copper glow. Beautiful. Oh, one more highlighter. Oh my gosh. Becca Chocolate Geoid again. Not quite gold, not quite copper, definitely in the middle. She doesn't get enough love, so she needs to make an appearance this month. Bronzers. Talk about not getting enough love. My Juvia's Place. If you saw my declutter, I said I'm going to start using this more. So she's coming along for the ride this month. Dior. A bit lighter than the new Makeup Forever bronzer that I just picked up. So I want to use this while I can before I get a little bit darker. You know, as much as I'm not going to be sitting out in the sun, it's inevitable. It's gonna happen. And then 3 cream bronzers, which I probably will be gravitating towards more. I just feel like I can get pretty glowy and bronzy quickly when it comes to cream bronzer. Charlotte Tilbury. I used this in a video the other day and I was like, whoa, forgot how good this is. And this is in 3. And it shows up really well on my skin, blends like a dream. I swear, I use this a lot. I use this a lot. It doesn't look like it, but love this. Makeup by Mario does not get enough love. And that's a great color. I just need to use it. Again, the entire purpose of an everyday makeup drawer. My Tom Ford Duo here. Intensity 2. I don't use the highlighter as much. I'm not sure why. I think it's just really subtle. Let me see. More like a sheen. But we need to get our money's worth. I absolutely love the bronzer contour situation at the bottom. But so I did pick out a couple of palettes that will allow for more colorful spring eye looks if I ever become brave and put color on my eyes once and for all. So first up we have Sublime 2. Although I probably won't use that green right now, I do just really love these 4, this quad right here, and then even the iridescent pink, possibly even gold, but I do feel like these 4 colors would be really great for spring. Number 7, Divine Rose. Again, these 6 right here, but I can also see myself using this entire palette again for spring. Like, come on, as if this doesn't scream, you know, spring and fun and colorful. And that top row, you know, even these colors here are so reminiscent of the new Rock Sugar perfume that they just came out with that I did get. So review coming soon. I can put that on. So review coming very soon. I'm excited. I've had this for maybe 2 years, maybe even 3, and I've never actually really used. I think I used this shade. I love my Makeup by Mario palettes, but I really gotta start using Biba again. Beautiful. I know they are more red tone, you know, as far as Pasha, Buff, Tone, and even Cocoa is a bit on the red side. But overall, as a palette that you can just take with you, it's an amazing, amazing, amazing palette. Am I the only one? I feel like everyone's black eyeshadow always cracks. It's always messed up. And it, oh, actually Tor is also starting to crack a little bit. So is Tone. So it's time. I really got to use this palette more. Natasha Denona My Dream palette. Unity and Invention are not from this palette. They're actually from the bronze palette. I think there was like a super light shade either in both or one of those pans, and I was like, oh, I'm not going to use it. But now this is absolutely my perfect 100% perfect Natasha Denona palette. Like, If I wanted to be adventurous, I would use Instinct and Edgy. I have crease shades, I have brow bone shades, I have, you know, if I want to deepen up the outer corner or even my lower lash line, I got that going for me. So I really love this palette and I plan on using it. I do think we can lean into spring with this palette. It just feels like it wouldn't be a makeup drawer without at least one Makeup by Mario palette. And this will just help and supplement any other palette that I have. I can also reach for this if there are days where I just need to throw on something on my eyes very quickly. This is a guarantee. And of course, this is the new Master Mattes palette, the Neutrals. A brand that I just don't see talked about enough. It makes me sad because I don't know what's going on, but this is the Sultry Nudes palette. I mean, come on now. They're all shimmers, I will say that, but this and the Master Mattes I feel like would go great together. You got lights, and I think I want to rearrange this, but it just feels like it should go from light to dark. Is it just me? Beautiful shades for the spring, especially nighttime, you know, of course, hence the name Sultry Muse. Even though I have my eyelash lift, I do want to start using the My Kiss on the Go false lashes. One thing I forgot to mention is that I am going to use my Chanel powder more. I believe this is number 7. Yep, number 7, the loose powder. So just a heads up. I have this 18 lipstick holder. I actually have a 12 lipstick holder, and after going through my collection, I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to be able to fit more lipsticks on my dresser. So I need you guys to help me. We're gonna swatch some lipsticks. This is gonna be really tough because I want to make room for like 3 more lipsticks. I asked you guys on my community tab. It's not too late. I haven't gone to the store as yet, to MAC or to Sephora, to pick up more, but I want to get into color. Let's just get into what I am definitely going to keep on my dresser. This is Dior in 400, and this is for those nights out, you know, where I want to do a dark, almost reddish brown reddish brown lip. I mean, do I even need to swatch these? These are the Candy Glaze 14 and 15. I'll just do them really quickly for you. 14. There we are, 14 and 15. I have 3 of the Powder Kiss liquid lipsticks from MAC. I have Make Love to the Camera, Gotta Call Back, and Over the Taupe. So we have 12 lipsticks. Technically, I could put them all in my lipstick holder here, but again, I want to make room for maybe 3, you know, maybe even 4 new lipsticks that I can wear for spring summer. But I know for a fact I am going to pick my new Maximal lipsticks. I have the new version of Whirl. I also have Warm Teddy and Viva Equality. Okay. I absolutely love Bronx. Bronx is one of my favorites for a nude lip. So she's coming with us. I feel the same way about Taupe. Taupe is such a pretty color. Again, like a pretty nude for the spring. So here's Cream in Your Coffee. Let's look at that versus Story of Home from the Black Panther collection. All right, well, they look very similar. So here's Cream in Your Coffee versus Story of Home. And you know, I don't think I get a lot of use out of Story of Home, so let's pick that one, especially since Cream in Your Coffee looks like a, you know, creamier version of Viva Equality. Yeah. let's go ahead and add Marrakesh to the lineup. I think I'm only gonna add like one more of these and then leave space for 4 here, possibly 4 more new ones. So here is Coffee and Cigs, one of my favorites. Here's Impulsive, Paramount, and Photo. I feel like I should pick Coffee and Cigs and Paramount just to get more color. I do like Photo. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do Coffee and Cigs. We're gonna do Paramount. And we're gonna do Photo. No, I can't have that many. But I only have room for 2 more. I'll get rid of Coffee and Cigs. And then we have space for 3 more new colors, for some reds, some berries. And now we are officially done with our everyday makeup drawer.
Did you really think one night could let me down? Girl, you know you're the one I want, it's true. If you only knew what I'm prepared to do. But I hesitate,